You may not like it, folks, but this is peak adventurer perfection. Derek is all that, and so much more. This is what training does. And my does training pay off. Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory 3 Wages of War. And when last we left off, Derek has 300 in Strength, Intelligence, Agility, Vitality, and Luck. He also has 300 in Weapon Use, Parry, Dodge, Throwing, and Communication. Climbing is at 200, but there are so few opportunities to improve climbing that we're not likely to get that much higher in this game. And Honor is at 126. We intend to make that a lot lower before this game ends. What we should be doing right now in terms of plot is heading to the southern part of the market and meeting someone critical to completing the game. But we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to be doing something incredibly silly. Finding one of the more absurd Easter eggs that ties into a mechanic that's a lot more important in the previous entries than this one. And that is the hunger mechanic. In Quest for Glory 1, you need to eat to stay alive. You need to buy rations or eat at the inn, and if you don't, you slowly get hungry, then you start starving, and eventually you perish. In Quest for Glory 2, you also need to eat. There's also kind of a thirst mechanic in that when you're in the desert, occasionally you'll take a drink of your water skin, and the apothecary recommends that you take their pills with a swig of water. But there isn't really a mechanic for thirst in the game, and you can get through it without dying of thirst. In Quest for Glory 3, you don't need to drink to deal with your thirst, and you don't really need rations to survive. And I will show this off by saving the game here. We shall delete this one. And save as Quest for Glory LP25, and drop every single bit of food that we have. Let's drop this here. You drop one of the dried meat. We will drop all of the dried meat. This might take a while. We can also drop our fish. And you better keep the honey. You might need it later. That's true. But I will drop the fruit. I don't think we need the honey, but I'll keep it. I could be wrong. There might be multiple instances where you need honey. And now we've dropped all of the dried... we also have the venomous vine fruit. I don't think that counts as a ration. So, we're good now. We have no food here whatsoever. Excellent. How many zebra skins do we have? 3. We might need more of those. Okay, now let's save in a different slot. Just in case the game decides that it wants to crash irreparably while I'm doing this. With no rations, it is time to head out into the wilds and waste some time. And the best way to do that is just to walk around. And head out. Oh. And have at thee with a Saurian. The game won't do anything like have the enemies drop food. There's a different way the game makes sure that you don't go hungry. You know what we're always hungry for, though? Adventure! In this instance, combat. Just gotta wait for the perfect moment. That is not the perfect moment. That's the perfect moment. Excellent! One more hit, and you will be gone. And there we go! I was about to say, I could stab, but swinging the sword does a good enough job. Oh, and we left without the money. I suppose that doesn't matter. Not in this instance. Let's keep walking about. You just ate the last of your rations. You better get some more food soon. We'll be fine. What ration did I have? I have no idea. Did I eat the fruit? Wonder if the game will make you eat the fruit. You do need that fruit. So that would put you in a no-win situation if it did that. This was basically, it was actually a flawless fight. We just lost some stamina. let's have a look at my stats. Okay, we're not poisoned. What was the thing that I ate? I have no idea, but either way, we have no more rations. I will take your money. Taking the long route around this tree. And we will save outside this screen, Kiko. Don't save in it. Do not save in that screen. It will not end well for you. With that, we will keep walking about. And here we have another Saurian. Derek's not got any food. Get him! He'll slowly get weaker, and then we'll win! Oh no, he's just as good at combat when he's hungry! This is a mistake that this Saurian will not live to regret. How about thee? Got you. And got you again. And... oh, careful. And there we go! It's getting dark! We're likely to get ambushed by our hunger. I'll take this. 5 royals. And let's leave. And now save! Even though we're not going to keep this timeline. Still a good idea to save just in case. Save early, save often. Slowly get hungry. You know what? Let's... oh, nothing's happening here. You know what? I'm gonna rest here. Until morning. Seems like a perfect spot. Are we going to get ambushed? No, we did not. And we don't have a fire to put out. Excellent. I'm sure our grumbly tummy is nothing to worry about. It's actually something to deeply worry about. It's a brand new day, and we have nothing to eat. And there's absolutely nothing here to worry about, so let's leave. And continue walking about. You're really getting hungry. That we are! And here is a giant. Now, if you're hungry in Tana, and you don't have any money, I believe the inn will charge Kreesha for your food. So as long as you stay in the city, you won't go hungry. But out in the wilderness, there is no inn. There isn't even a fancy hot dog stand. But the developers made sure you wouldn't starve. Let's keep walking about. It's taken longer than I thought it would. But to be fair, you can survive a fair while without food. Oh, there it is! It's an awful waffle walker! Quick! Run! Flee from the food! It's coming! Let's chat. In a syrupy voice, the awful waffle walker tries to butter you up. This is how they make sure you're starving. You better find some food soon. This is how they make sure you don't go hungry. Welcome to the awful waffle walker. There it is. It's right there. And it'll just keep following you. It'll keep following you until you eat it. That's what it's there for. How does this thing exist? We don't know, but what we do know is it's delicious. You swallow a jaw full of awful waffle walker. The syrup and butter make you worry about your cholesterol count, but it certainly is filling. Not to mention tasty and sticky. And just like that, we are full. That'll keep happening every single time you end up needing to eat and you don't have any rations. The awful waffle walker will come to the rescue. Is this a sign that the gods want us to prevail in our quest? Or is it just fate playing a cruel joke on us? Too many waffles can be bad for you after all. But that's in the long run. In the short run, I'm glad that that happens, because it's just so silly. And it's also a nice way to ensure you don't end up in a no-win situation. This was around about the time that Sierra was starting to get better at ensuring you don't end up a dead man walking. Now let us restore the game and go and do something we actually need to do to complete this adventure. And that is head back to the jungle. We need to go to a place in the giant tree that I didn't go to before. And it shouldn't be too tricky to get there on account of us being incredibly strong and not needing to raise our stats, so we can just focus on slaying all of the enemies we come across with exceptional ease. Case in point, like that. Having 300 and everything makes a huge difference. We were able to defeat these with 200 in most things and 250 in strength and weapon use, but having 300? Yeah, these foes are quite trivial. You don't need 300 in your stats to win. You don't. But it's good to have. Hello, Saurian! You didn't learn the lesson of your other fellow, did you? Well, fair you can't, because I slew them. They didn't live long enough to tell you not to fight me. But surely you must have heard about our skills. Heard about the adventurer that's been cleaving a path through the savannah. Or maybe you didn't. Either way, you won't be telling anyone else. So we'll grab your money. More money is good. I do think we need to buy a couple more zebra skins when we get back to Tana. Now let us save. This time, we'll delete a save and make another one, just in case. Save early, save often. And always eat the awful waffle walker. Always. Off we walk, Derek. I imagine we actually hustle rather than walk. Oh, hello. It's another Honeybird. Do I need another feather? I'm not sure I do, but I could buy more honey. You know, let's go get another feather. What's the worst that could happen? I like that the game gives you the option to get it again. Oh look! It's a way to get ourselves slain! Let's not get ourselves slain. So, let us use the honey here, on the floor. Leave, and then go get another feather. That bird is very unfazed by all those bees. Let's now pop back here. And walk up and grab that feather. I'll take that. No. Take the feather. Don't straighten your jacket. Okay, with that, we have another one. Could we get an infinite supply of feathers? Yeah, we could. Am I going to? Probably not. I like that that's there too, just in case you take the feather and drop it for some reason. You get another shot. You don't get another shot at this, though, I don't think. We're not tired yet. I would like to go to the Pool of Peace en route. Good place to rest, if nothing else. And we are here. Fantastic. And there's the moon. The moon casts a mysterious shimmer on the pool. I did not know that there'd be some special dialogue for that. Well, let's fill these up. Hello, Derek. I'm watching over the Pool of Peace to make sure nothing gets you. Thanks, Moon. No problem. Were you the one that sent the awful waffle walker? Would you believe me if I said I did? No. Then I didn't. Think again. You can't rest by just selecting use on the floor. You have to use the rest menu. Bye! Goodbye, Moon. Just went straight across the screen. Didn't arc down. You're getting tired. Am I? But I just rested. Game, are you doing something silly here? I was resting. Oh well, let's keep walking. Maybe we'll collapse from exhaustion. Any encounters? There are a couple of random ones we haven't yet come across. But we won't find them here. Right. Let's head towards that tree. And hopefully not encounter any leopard men. Okay, what's happening here? Ah, another saurian. Hello. Now it's time to prove ourselves. I don't know why it says that here and not in the savannah. But we will indeed prove ourselves by absolutely obliterating. Wow, you really did have 50p's worth of health there. Absolutely obliterating that Saurian. And I'll take your money. 10 royals. Ooh. That is a lot of money. I didn't know they could have 10. Okay, let's save the game. We're gonna be rich! Rich beyond our wildest dreams! To the tree we go! Oh! Hello! Gotta watch out for you, you might poison me. You might poison me. How about thee? Oh. We have been hit. Does that mean we've been poisoned? I'll check after the fight. But it only took 3 hits to take you out. Excellent. Are we poisoned? Yes, we are. Right. It is time to take... not that one. This anti-poison pill. We only have 41 of them. We better be careful. The only effect is a tingling sensation, but if the apothecary is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. I trust the apothecary. I don't need to check. Let's go over here. And hopefully make it before another encounter. And we did! Excellent! There's something I missed here that we have to do. When we come back, folks, we'll go and do that. It's plot important, but that I can assure you. But is it as important as the awful waffle walker? Time will tell. Time will tell. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.